Welcome one and all to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. This weekend, you can check your calendars on me here. This weekend was the official start of summer, as my audience knows all too well. Thank you. Thank you, you brave souls, for waiting outside in the humidity that the Weather Channel has described as the devil's trouser chili. What else is going on? What else is going on? Oh, right. We're at war in the Middle East again. At least it sure looks that way. Yeah. And it happened a lot sooner than anyone thought. You see, last week, Trump's press secretary said this.
I have a message directly from the president, and I quote, "Based on the fact that there's a substantial chance of negotiations that may or may not take place with Iran in the near future, I will make my decision whether or not to go within the next 2 weeks."
That would have been perfect for me, because we would have been on vacation next week, and I wouldn't have known any of this was happening. Now I'm going to have to cancel my reservation at Sandals Fordo. But on Saturday, just Saturday, right? It's just Saturday. On Saturday, Trump surprised the world, announcing that the U.S. launched strikes on 3 Iranian nuclear facilities. Now, were we facing an imminent threat? I don't know. On one hand, Iran's slogan isn't life to America. But it's hard to trust Donald Trump to be the one making these kinds of decisions. It kind of feels like we're all in the back seat while the Uber driver goes on a road rage. Hey, buddy, we're in the car too, okay? And if we're dead, we can't give you 5 stars. That is my hard rule for rating drivers. If I'm dead, no. Arrive alive, I'm giving 5. Trump addressed the nation for a couple of minutes later on Saturday night and wrapped it up in just the weirdest way.
I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them.
Okay, it's a nice sentiment, you know, but a weird way to say it. Yes, I have always been a devout believer in God. We love you, God, I know. We haven't always been on the greatest terms since I made the deal with the guy with the pokey head and the flaming hoofs. But point is, you rock, big guy. Stay in school. Have a great summer. Namaste. Namaste. After the bombs were dropped on Sunday, Trump posted this message with a key misspelling. The great B-2 pilots have just landed safely in Missouri. Thank you for a job well done. Donald J. Trump, President of the United States. Yes. 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 Donald J. Trump, spoken like a man who got knocked in the noggin. We're learning more about the actual bombing, the attack plan. It's codenamed Operation Midnight Hammer. And no, it's not porn. Yet. Here's what happened. In order to avoid detection, the plan was carried out by 7 B-2 stealth bombers. And is this true? I'm told we have a picture of the stealth planes. Wow! They are good. The planes were carrying 30,000-pound bombs known as bunker busters, officially called MOPs, or massive ordnance penetrators, the most phallic-sounding weapon since the Tomahawk cruise schwanz. So America's spies must have truly compelling intelligence indicating that Iran was close to building a nuclear weapon, or not, because America's spies said Iran wasn't building a nuclear weapon. Okay, hold on. Are they sure? Maybe our top spies just didn't have time to do a thorough check because they were too busy hanging off of a biplane. But if the intelligence wasn't there, how did Trump decide it was time to attack Iran's nuclear program? Well, according to a senior administration official, it was based on a feeling. the president had. If you are making a decision that could endanger the lives of American troops and civilians, help me out. Legal scholars, what does that require? Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
And thank you. Thank you for your service. And thank you for that stash. And remember, this isn't America's first military-industrial rodeo. I've been making jokes about whether or not we should be going to war in the Middle East for 22 years. I did jokes from the Middle East for the service people who were sent into harm's way based on no credible intelligence. But I will say this. I will say this, sure. I will say this about the Bush administration. At least they respected us enough to lie to us. Apparently, the Trump administration does not give a damn what we think. They're not presenting any evidence. Just come on, guys. Just at least scare us a little. I miss the days when Colin Powell went to the UN Security Council and passionately waved a tube of Country Time lemonade powder. I mean, just that much of the powder could have refreshed everyone in that building. I mean, Trump should be out there telling us that Iran is hiding 50 tons of mustard gas on a turkey farm, or 50 tons of mustard turkey on a gas farm, or human-animal hybrids, or anything. Just sell it with sizzle. This is just lazy. It's got low production values. Imagine if the next Transformers movie was just like, you know what, I think we're just gonna stay cars in this one. Put some effort in. No, I'm mad. This is me mad. What's going to happen next? Whatever happens next, you know they're going to make J.D. Vance go on TV and embarrass himself. Because here's what he said on Sunday to sell this war that is definitely not a war.
Is the United States now at war with Iran?
No, we're not at war with Iran, John. We're at war with Iran's nuclear program.
Nope. That's not how it works. Honey, I'm not cheating on you with Stacy. I'm cheating on you with parts of Stacy. Very selective. And yes, we do call it Operation Midnight Hammer. Then, Then J.D. sauntered over to press the meat with Kristen Welker.
What do you say to members of Congress who say it was unconstitutional for the president to act unilaterally?
First of all, the president has clear authority to act to prevent the proliferation of weapons of mass destruction, and the worst weapon of mass destruction of them all is nuclear.
Debatable. For my money, the worst weapon of mass destruction is the Taco Bell Triple Lupa. If this all feels like deja vu, Vance promises this time is different.
I certainly empathize with Americans who are exhausted after 25 years of foreign entanglements in the Middle East, but the difference is that back then we had dumb presidents.
Yes, back then, he's got a point. Back then we had dumb presidents, and now we have Donald J. Trump. He is smirked. You'll remember back in 2003, the U.S. went into Iraq with the specific goal of toppling Saddam Hussein. This time, Vance promises that's not the idea.
Does the United States support Israel killing Iran's leader?
Well, look, that's up to the Israelis, but our view has been very clear that we don't want a regime change.
Okay, great. Loud and very clear, and immediately contradicted by the president, who posted, "It's not politically correct to use the term regime change, but if the current Iranian regime is unable to make Iran great again, why wouldn't there be a regime change? Miga." Miga? Because your whole damn thing is America first. You can't just hand other countries your slogan. That's like if McDonald's had an ad campaign that said, "I'm loving it, it being Burger King." No. I'm mad. No. God bless it. I'm sorry you had to see this.
That's okay, man. Let it out. Let it out.
Today, Iran launched missiles against 2 U.S. bases, including one in Qatar. But both Qatar and the Trump administration were made aware of the Iranian attack ahead of time. And so thankfully, no casualties were reported. Hopefully, that'll be the end. But who knows? Because immediately after the strikes on Saturday, Iran warned there would be everlasting consequences. Everlasting consequences, also the slogan of Taco Bell's Triple Lupa. We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Idris Elba and New York City